Imagine that you got a good friend that's a pilot. You probably do. And so I imagine where you're a pilot, you probably got a lot of friends that are pilots. So you go up in a little Cessna 150. He says, "Hey, Jimmy, let's go for a plane ride." And you get up there, you get flying around, and there's some kind of mechanical issue. Valve plugs, carb ice, could be a number of things, right? But you don't know what's going on. You end up the plane ends up crashing. You both survive, but it's pretty bad. You're in the hospital for a while in recovery. Okay? While you're still in recovery, still, getting healed up and got to have some physical therapy sessions and stuff, your buddy shows up and says, "Hey, I got that 150 put back together. You want to go for another airplane ride?" What would be your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I guess you would take a little bit more time and thought into whether that's something you want to do and the potential for that to happen again.
Exactly. So when we're trying to manipulate our wives, trying to convince her to come back, give us another chance, or to stop doing what she's doing, you're hurting me, or whatever we're doing to try to fix the relationship, we're trying to invite her back into that airplane with us when she's not fully healed yet. And so it's actually almost traumatizing for her, for us to keep trying to invite her back into that plane and make her feel like it's unreasonable for her not to want to get back in that plane with us. So that almost creates more trauma. And so we need to recognize that we got to have some empathy towards where she's at. Now, if that same friend came back and says, "Hey, I got that 150 put back together. We went through the engine. We got a new prop on there. We've taken care of all the." Now I can't even remember what they're called. The FDA airworthiness directives, ADs. We've got an engineer on it. We've looked at why that failure happened. We've engineered and created a backup plan and a way for that not to happen again. And we've taken that plane and we've done so many hours of flight tests with it. And by the way, I've gotten new training myself. I've gotten training not only to deal with that, but to deal with these other scenarios. Would you go for another plane ride with me? You'd be probably a little bit more willing, right? But there still would be some hesitancy, right? Because there's still trauma from that first crash. Maybe I'd go on another plane ride with you, but I don't know if I get back in that same plane with you. Maybe a different plane.